Right, the camera's off. I have low vision, but today we're going to talk about you could be addicted to things. It's not your fault. It could be a drug addiction, it could be an alcohol addiction, it could be electronic addiction. Yes, there's a such thing as electronic addiction. If you always have to have your phone with you every second of the day, like some of my friends will say, "Why ain't you answering me? I sent you texts, I called," because I don't bring my phone with me when I go out all the time. Once in a while, if I know I'm going to sit in the car by myself and I need a phone, God forbid I have to call someone or something like that, or need for emergency, I'll bring it, but I won't go on social media. I don't even touch it. It just stays in the glove box or stays in my pocket. But the point is how to face addictions. Dopamine, that's a chemical in your brain. It makes you happy, gets rid of stress, makes you feel happy. Drinking, doing drugs, or getting addicted to electronics will make that dopamine level go poof through the roof. And you will love that feeling. So anytime you have stress in your life, you will do whatever gives you that dopamine, that poof right over. Like for instance, someone who loves alcohol turned to that at a young age and they used it to cope. Whenever they have stress, they go to the bottle. It ain't their fault. It's the dopamine doing it to them. They don't know it. They think, hey, this is helping me. No, it really ain't. It's just putting a band-aid on a wound. Could you picture getting a wound, like maybe you fell or got cut by glass? It's a big gash that needs stitches, and you just put a band-aid on it? It's going to be a temporary fix. It ain't going to be permanent. You're still going to have to go to the doctor to get stitches. Well, dopamine is a temporary solution to the stress in our life. It ain't a permanent way of us dealing with it. You need to find a way to overcome what drawed you to your phone to have it on you at all times. What made you want to go through Facebook and make sure people like your comment or comments on your post? To me, I don't even look at how many people are subscribing on YouTube. I say please subscribe so y'all can see more awesome videos. That's for you guys so you can see the videos that I make. That's not for me to get subscribe list and stuff. I don't even look at my views. I don't even look at any of that because I do this to help others. I don't do this to help me get views. I do this to help other people. That's why I do videos and stuff like that. Well, on my Facebook page, I don't even look at the comment. Like if someone comments, I'll read it, and if they ask advice, but half the time it would take me 4 or 5, maybe a month before I even notice someone commented, because I'm not into devices that much. Because I don't drink, I don't do drugs. But there are people that do, and unfortunately, they do it because they do it to cope. Like if someone smokes marijuana, they're not realizing that's putting dopamine in their brain. So when they're stressed out, they're going to go to that marijuana to deal with that stress. And that's just going to put a band aid on the wound. Now, that wound is going to need stitches. Is that band aid really going to stop it from needing the stitches? No. It's going to give you a good feeling. Man, it just got rid of all my stress. Well, when you come down off your high from your marijuana, guess what? The stress and all that everyday life is still right there. What did that marijuana do? Nothing. It just took money out of your pocket that you could have had to use for stuff that's useful instead of wasting the money on drugs or alcohol or stuff like that. And you could have found other ways of coping, like figure out, find your favorite singer and get your body used to maybe listening to music when you're stressed out, going for nice walks to get rid of the stress of everyday life, maybe ride a bicycle around town, or do other things you can do to get rid of stress instead of dopamine. Your dopamine levels will go higher when you're riding your bike and running, and that's good dopamine levels, not going to device. What if you can't charge your phone and you're addicted to your phone? No, you want to constantly have people commenting or people liking or sending you friend requests, or if someone takes you off their friends list and you get miserable or mad about it, or if you're dating someone and they don't tag you in a post or they don't write about you on their page, they don't have to. It's social media. Now, if they're talking to other people and they're like, hey, I want to meet up with you, then that's wrong. It's wrong to do that. To me, a real date, the first 5 or 6 dates you go, you meet at a public place. You don't meet outside of it. And then you have respect. If you ever spend a night, then you go to the other person's house, you sleep on the couch where they sleep in their room. Now, if you're a male, the male should sleep on the couch and the female should sleep in your room as respect. And you stay on the couch and don't even go in your room till she's up the next day and out in the living room. That's called respect. But back to the subject. Dopamine makes us feel happy. It makes us get rid of stress in everyday life. There are ways to overcome it, and you'll find that in my next video, how to overcome the dopamine levels and how to have proper dopamine and non-proper dopamine. Meaning, what to have it get wired into your brain to make you happy and what not to wire into your brain to make you happy. You can take, if you're addicted to drugs, it's hard and people don't realize it, or alcohol, it can be hard to get off that because the dopamine level in your brain only works when you have that fix, when you have that bottle or you have that drug. The dopamine levels go poof, you'll be happy, no stress at all. But there are other ways to overcome that and get your brain used to doing other things instead of that way to be happy during stressful situations. And we'll find that more. This is just an intro to the video that I'm doing. I'm going to do 7 videos all together explaining different ways of how dopamine levels in your brain is. Dopamine is a chemical that your brain has itself. That means makes you happy and stuff. Like the love of your life, when you see her, you're very happy around your love of your life. Or like your best friend, you love hanging out with your best friend, maybe playing video games or going to the mall or the drive-in movie theater. Well, that's the dopamine level in your brain. Or your favorite show is on and you love watching it, that's the dopamine level in your brain. Now, watching your favorite show on TV, that's a good dopamine level, that's not bad. Going to drugs or alcohol, being addicted to too much electronics, that's bad. There are ways to know what's proper and what's not proper, and we'll get into that in the next video. And if you're addicted to drugs, it's not your fault. It's dopamine level. People say, well, you can quit. Well, they don't understand how hard it can be for you to quit. But you do need to find a way to quit. And you might not want to face it right now. Say, no, this is doing good. Well, do you want to do that your whole life? Think about what it's doing to your family. It's taking money from you that you could be giving to your family or having for yourself. And you could be doing other things with the money instead of buying the drug or alcohol. But we'll do that on how to overcome addictions. That will be coming up too. Check out my YouTube page. I also do songwriting. I do all kinds of things. History, all different kinds of things. But this video, I hope it's a good intro to the videos coming up about how to overcome dopamine addiction. This was just to use some things as example. Like some people love speed. It makes them happy, gets them relaxed. They need adrenaline and stuff. That's the dopamine giving you that level that you want. I love speed myself, but I don't let it affect it, or I have to have it all the time. I can't drive, I have low vision. But see you all in the next cool video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more of my videos. The subscribing is for you guys. I do these videos for you, not for me. See you all soon in the next cool video. Stay safe out there, everybody. And remember, you're perfect the way you are. Don't ever change yourself for nobody. Stay the way you are. Ignore what others say. You are perfect the way you are, no matter what your friends or family or strangers say. If anyone talks down to you or puts you down, ignore them. You are better than that, and you know you are, and prove them wrong. Don't fight and argue. Prove them wrong by showing them you can do things in life, and you can do good in life, and you will succeed very well. That will make those around you who told you wouldn't succeed, that will make them more miserable seeing you succeeding. Instead of arguing back and yelling, show them you can succeed in life. See you on the next cool video.